Am I live? Gotta echo myself. Okay. All right. Welcome back to Pills, Potions, and Poisons with me, NAllenRx. I'm a pharmacist. But I'm not here in a professional capacity. However, I do have expert level knowledge and information that I can share with you guys. But there's always one thing I need you to remember while you're here on the stream. What's that, Allen? I'm not your pharmacist. That's what I do. I'm not your pharmacist. I am not your pharmacist. So what we're talking about today, guys, we are talking about measles. I should have something to say. Bum, bum, bum. Measles. We're talking about measles. Now, if you are of a certain age, which at this point, fortunately, I can say that I'm not. This is one category I don't fit in. I've never seen measles in my life. I've never seen it in real life. Because once upon a time, measles was supposed to be eradicated, right? At least from the United States. Oh, and if you guys, hopefully y'all can hear me. You know, if I be gone more than a few days, I'll be forgetting how to do this. Trying out some other stuff too. So yes, measles. I've never seen measles in my lifetime. Now, chicken pox, I've seen chicken pox, but kids these days, they don't know what chicken pox is. They see monkey pox and they losing their mind. They like, what is this? We all actually had chicken pox. I had chicken pox, I think twice. One of those times I always say that I think it was hand, foot, and mouth, but they didn't know what that was back in the 80s, so they just said it was chicken pox. So what about the measles? We have, at this point, 159 cases in the state of Texas. What in the world is going on here? How are people actually, wait a minute, people actually getting, how are people getting measles? Is it contagious? Where is it coming from? It's coming out the sky. What is this? I don't need that. Let's see. Okay. That's what I want to do. Wait. I kind of want to, that's not what I want to do. I'm messing around with this stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. So yes, what I've never seen measles. So let's look at a picture of it. It's gross looking. I'm gonna show y'all. That's what I want to do. Well, my colors all messed up. This thing upgraded itself and it just like messed up all my stuff. I guess it do what it want to do. Okay. Thank you. There we go. Now we looking like we looking. A girl likes to have a little bit of pink in here and there, you know. So let's look at the measles. And if you have seen measles, I have a poll, I think. I don't know. I think it's in the chat. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something with it or not. I probably shouldn't even mess with that. But if you're a vaccinator or if you're not, please participate in the poll as you enter the chat. If you could do that for me, just a little bit, you know, give me a little participation up in here. Also, if you know what measles is or if you had measles, get in this chat and let me know, regulators, if you're in here. Give me a good if you can see me and if you can hear me. And if you've had measles or you know someone with measles, if they had measles in your lifetime, drop it in the chat. Don't be scared to use it. It works. It's free. All right. Okay. I'm also going to go ahead and we're going to have a little bit of dialogue tonight. We're going to talk about a little bit of controversial issues like vaccinations. Because over 90% of these children, 95% of them that have contracted this measles virus, because it's a virus, they were not vaccinated. Now, it's your choice, right? Whether or not you vaccinate or you vaccinate your child. Oh, now, I'm going to give a lot of my personal opinion. I'm going to have some personal stories, okay? So get ready for all of that and be ready to, engage with me, disagree with me, agree with me, whatever you like. But just get involved in this chat. Am I live? Let me look over here. Oh, am I glitching? I'm probably doing that. Let me turn this Wi-Fi off. How does that look? Hopefully it looks better. Okay, so yes, let me pull this up. The statistics. Share screen. All right. So right now, oh shoot. And of course I didn't put my cursor on here. Still zoom in a little bit for y'all. All right now, measles cases popping up across the United States, including an outbreak in Texas that has led to the death of a child, are prompting questions about where exactly the illness has been detected. Now, what they're saying is the case of the child that lost their life. This child had not been vaccinated, but traveled to a foreign country, contracted the disease, the virus, brought it back here. Now, I got an issue with that because that brings a whole nother thing, another topic up. Now, when you travel to certain countries, you have to have a travel vaccine, right? Some of these countries, you cannot go there unless you have been vaccinated, right? Right. But what country did you go to and you don't get your child vaccinated, right? But you put them on a plane, flying across the water over to wherever the waters are, to these wherever you went with your child. They go over there, they contract the disease. That reminds me of when, we just got out of Black History Month, but I'm going to say it anyway. When certain people came over to this country and brought their diseases with them, killed off a lot of the native people, right? Speaking of which, what's the setting tonight? We're in some part of Texas. I want to say Gainesville, but I don't know why I thought Gainesville was in Georgia or Florida. Gainesville, but it's in Texas. We're in Texas, so that's the setting tonight. Texas, I've never done Texas, have I? Oh, we need to know. Texas is known as the what state? Texas, I never done Texas. It's known as the what state? It's the Lone Star State. It got its nickname after becoming an independent republic from the Mexico in 1836. Okay, Texas, Lone Star. Even though, how many stars is it on the United States flag? But you taking your child to another country. A lot of these places you have to show proof of vaccination before you can even enter the country. I just did a rabies shot for somebody. This lady, she was like, her daughter going to Bali. They going to some kind of monkey park. I don't know. I don't like to do rabies and kind of shots like that, but whatever. So you don't, and I'm gonna say some more stuff tonight. I don't care if you have an issue with it, because I have an issue with you, because some people, they are so strict. Let me pull myself up to say this, okay? And I hope that everything is working fine. I'm going to say this, okay? Y'all act like, okay, so most of the people who don't vaccinate is because of religious reasons, right? That's one set. Then you got the non-vaxxers because of, I'm going to say misinformation, miseducation, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Miseducation. Because you're scared that these vaccines give your children autism. That's not true. That's just not true. That's not true. I can still understand. I can still see how some people would be afraid because, as Black people, we have a tendency, we don't want to go to the doctor because of, Tuskegee experiment and things of that nature. But these are not just this specific group. There's another majority group that's not vaccinating their children because of misinformation. Now, they did say that this was a majority Mennonite community where, they don't believe in vaccinations in there as a part of their religion. Some people, other groups, it'd be like, y'all don't, I'm finna say this because it's a lot of hypocrisy. And I do take a lot of this personally. So this is, pills, potions, and poisons. You're gonna get my opinion over here. These same people, they'll be like, they don't believe in contraception, but they're having unprotected sex outside of marriage and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, vaccine not because of religious reasons. Like, okay, you don't go to the doctor, but okay. But anyway, so yes. Sorry, y'all. I just had to kind of go and get that out. Oh, shout out to Christopher Williams. Hey, let me do this. We recognize you. Christopher Williams hits me with the $9.99. Hey. Uh-oh. Not that one. This one. I feel like this looks choppy. And he hit me with another 10 spots. Thank you, Christopher Williams. Thank you. Did y'all hear me? I really want to start this thing over because I feel like, I probably need to update my computer. Okay, so let's get back to this. Measles is one of the most contagious infectious diseases and in some cases can cause severe infection in the lungs and brain that can lead to cognitive issues, deafness, or death. But doctors and health officials say the vaccine, which is normally given as a part of the combination measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, is highly safe and effective. It is 97% effective. There you go. I get these vaccines every day. Right now, we have an influx of the elderly people who are coming in to get this MMR. Those are not the people that need to be getting it. I'm just going to tell y'all. So I'm going to tell you, if you're born, what is it? Let me put it in my notes. If you were born, because I know I got some people like that watch my channel. There's people of this age, they love me, okay? I can't do no wrong in their eyes. And I don't anyway, because I'm going to treat them right. If you're born before 1957, don't come in here trying to get no MMR vaccine. Don't do it. Okay? Because technically, they would say you already have immunity. Now, if you're born between then and now, like you my age, you should have already gotten the 2 doses, at least 2 or 3. I think 1. I got my notes here. I printed them out because, I'm getting a certain age and I can't really read on the computer like that. Okay, so this is not. First dose should be between 12 and 15 months. Second dose between 4 and 6 years old. And what else? Yes, you should have at least had a second dose. Y'all should have had 2 doses. Y'all out here playing what y'all parents was doing. Now, they ain't know nothing about no autism when I was growing up. So if you're in my age group, I'm going to say if you're between the age of 30 and 45, y'all should have got y'all's. Now, if you don't have it, go get it anyway. Because people are dying, Kim. They're dying. Okay? And getting vaccinated is not just for you. It's not just for you, okay? And I'm going to say this and I'm going to push it. I hope they put that health thing on my thing. I'm a licensed healthcare provider, okay? So show some respect over here. Anyway, get the vaccine. This is not just to protect you. This is to protect others around you because when you're traveling to other countries and bringing it back, it's for them. You don't want to give your friends any diseases, do you? Or you might, I don't know. I want to get into it because if I give my child the vaccine, you don't get your child a vaccine. Your child goes to school with my child. You taking your child all over the world with no vaccine and you bringing diseases back. Somebody's child loses their life. What are we going to do about that? Because, you know, they're going to want somebody to pay, right? While most people's symptoms improve, about 1 in 5 unvaccinated people who get measles will be hospitalized. 1 in 5 unvaccinated. I need my cursor. Oh, 1 in 5, okay? 1 in 5. Take this down so y'all can see it right. All right. And get in here. Get in this chat. Because I want to know what y'all think about this. I want to know. What do y'all think? Should these parents who don't get their kids vaccinated, it's like you put your child in a bubble, right? But you ain't going to keep them in a bubble because y'all bringing them outside. Y'all taking them to foreign countries. Y'all putting them on an airplane. You putting your own child in danger. If they can live with that, you know, whatever. About 1 out of every 1,000 children with measles will develop brain swelling that can lead to brain damage, and up to 3 of every 1,000 children who become infected will die. That's what the CDC says. The largest outbreak so far this year has been in West Texas, but cases have been reported in a number of other states as well. Let's see where we at. California, there you go. Look at y'all. New Mexico, there you go. Alaska. Texas is dark blue, so they got over 150 cases. Kentucky, Georgia, New Jersey, and what is this little state in here? What is that? Is that Rhode Island? Is that Rhode Island up in there? I used to know this kind of stuff. This one's supposed to be teaching y'all, ain't it? The Texas outbreak is primarily affecting children and teenagers, nearly all of whom were unvaccinated. State and local health officials confirmed the patient who died was an unvaccinated school-age child. There you go. So they'd be like, oh, these vaccines don't work. Everybody who got it, they don't have the measles. 159 measles cases have been reported in Texas this year. Okay. This is the map. They all in one little space. So is this the Mennonite area? That's what they said, y'all. I ain't just making this up. Okay. The last measles death in the United States was in 2019 when a 37-year-old man died from measles complicated by meningitis in California, according to the CDC. Is this when they said the Ebola was going around? Health experts point to lower vaccinations rate. CDC data shows 93% of kindergartners in the U.S. were vaccinated against measles during 2021 through 22 school year, and only 92% in 23-24. This is down from 95%. People really not getting their kids vaccinated, but they sending them to public school. They in public school, you know they are. CDC shows about 93% of kindergartens in the U.S. Oh, I just read that. When more than 95% of people in a community are vaccinated, most people are protected through community immunity, herd immunity. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit off topic. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Can y'all I need some feedback here if somebody can hear me. It looks crazy on my side. We're gonna see. Okay. And I set a goal too. I just looked at that. Thank you, Christopher. We're halfway there. We're almost halfway there. 5 of them. We got 5. We got 2 so far. Thank you, Christopher. I forgot I did that. Okay, now where's the poll at? I don't know where the poll is. I guess it's gonna be there until whatever. Okay, so herd immunity. That's another thing. Now, if you're not a parent, you probably don't care about this topic. But you know, people, this clearly 37-year-old man died in 2019. So it's affecting everybody. So get in here. Let's talk about this. Y'all don't want to get your flu shots. Y'all don't want to get your measles. Y'all, what do y'all want to get? You're not going to be out here being safe in this world. You're not going to sit at home. Y'all still going outside. Now, parents, it's on you if you get your child vaccinated or not. And if somebody gets sick, like your child, I guess you don't mind living with that. Yeah, I guess you'd be like, that's his will. It's God's will. But you also, you know, he also made this stuff too. So, you know, just something to consider. Now, I know how you feel because, you know, I got my little roommate up in here. And when my roommate was little, you know, when she was like first born, they talking about, I need to, you know, I'm just like y'all, you know, y'all be like, oh, I saw the pharmacist outside. But I'm just like y'all, okay? So when they like, you know, I let her get all that measles, mumps, and all that stuff, all the vaccines, all that. But they, when she was little, like under one, they like she need a flu shot. I'm like, who y'all talking to? And I know better. I knew better. I knew, y'all. I knew. I feel you. I'm like, should I get my baby a flu shot? I know that I'm a pharmacist. I stick people every day, all day. I have no problem sticking them. I stick them, line them up. I just stick them all. I don't think twice about it. You bring your 3-year-old up in there, I'm going to stick them too. You know, you did shit. But when it was mine, I'm going to just say it, y'all, I keep it real over here. And if y'all don't like to be real, you know, I understand that. But I'm like, doctor, like, yes. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and she's like, yes. I'm like, okay, let's give it to her. Because on my part, it wasn't a misinformation because I knew the information. I knew it. Some of y'all getting bad information out here and you riding with it, you know, or some of y'all just scared anyway. Y'all don't want to get it. You don't want to get it, kids. But I get it. But it's not gonna give them autism. Y'all like, oh, these preservatives and this and that. It's like, okay, it's preservatives in the world, okay, in air, in the food, it's everywhere, y'all. Do what you want, of course. You have a choice at this point. Some of these schools require it. School my child go to, she can't come in there. They like, you missing one, you missing none. You can't come. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I don't want her with the mumps or the measles. I don't even know what that looks like. Now, my older cousins, you know, some family members, some people I know, they have seen mumps and measles. They had measles. I'm like, you had the measles? Like, I'm thinking like that sounds like, you know, some pie in the sky. Measles, like, what is that? And for like children, almost 160 kids in Texas to have measles right now, it sounds crazy to me. I said that to say this. Another thing. Now, give me the reason, the logic behind this. I mean, I know why you're doing it, but like, why are you doing it? This herd immunity, these pox parties, y'all ever heard of those? What else they call it? I don't know. I guess they would call it a measles party. When one child gets it, and then the other parents, they all like have a contagious party. That's what I want to call it. And they bring all the kids there, you know, in the same class or in the same neighborhood. And so they child just give it to everybody, you know. And measles is highly contagious. It's highly contagious. It's more contagious than COVID. It's more contagious than that. Somebody coughing or talking too much, spitting their mouth, I don't know. Droplets, particles. You know, that's why we was wearing a mask during COVID, right? You need 2 or 3 masks on and gloves on with measles. Measles should be like a word that we like. Is that a banned word on YouTube? You know how we can't say COVID, C-19, whatever. Measles is worse, okay? Just so y'all know, for those of you out there who, you know, taking a moment to listen to what I'm saying right now, measles is more contagious than COVID. No, COVID. The droplets and the particles from measles can last in the air, on a surface, wherever, for 2 hours after you coughing, sneezing, whatever. After it's like on there, these little droplets, after they on there, 2 hours later. You walking up, just opening a random door 2 hours after somebody been in there coughing in their hand and putting it on the doorknob. And you just got measles just like that. You like, where did I get this from? You don't even know because it's just the door you opened 2 hours ago, after 2 hours after somebody else left, y'all. It's a problem, okay? So if this stuff keeps spreading, it's gonna be a problem. I don't want no measles. I had my shots. My mama, thank goodness, gave me all my shots. Lord. Okay. So that's as of March the 4th of this year. 159 cases, okay? Next. What do they say? How did we get here? This is how we got here. Let's talk about this guy. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a noted vaccine skeptic, voiced support for measles vaccine in early March amid the deadly outbreak. That ain't where he started. We're going to go up. Oh, shoot. We're going to go back to where we started. That's what the measles look like, y'all. Uh-oh. Well, that's an ad right there. But yeah, I've never seen it. It looked like just a little rashy, you know. Wait, did that number just change? Oh, I thought I saw 164 somewhere. I know they ain't updating real time like that. That would be good if they did, but they not. Okay. He's a skeptic. He was a skeptic. He still is, okay? But we're going to talk about him. In the Southwest, after previously downplaying the growing cases and making numerous false and misleading claims about the safety of the MMR vaccine. How a person over Health and Human Services don't know nothing about health, ain't been in the field, done nothing. You know, they know better than we do, don't they? Kennedy said he was deeply concerned about the recent measles outbreak. This is now. We're going to go back to what he said, though. Okay? That's what he told Fox. Vaccines not only protect individual children from measles, but also contribute to community immunity. Protecting those who are unable to be vaccinated due to medical reasons, he wrote. Not just medical reasons. They are not vaccinating because of their religious beliefs, because they think they're going to get, they think the kids are going to get autism. They're not. Okay, was that the end of that? Okay, so yeah, let me bring this down. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, is the chat working or what? Y'all like y'all can't hear. Can y'all type in this chat? What is today? Is something special going on that I don't know about? Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see what Robert talking about. Not Robert. Y'all know Robert. Oh, they got the same initials. RK. Y'all crazy. Okay, so this is what this is what RFK was saying 7 days ago, before the cases started going up and then getting stuck. This is a man who has no experience in this area. He is running this whole HHS, making decisions on our behalf. Okay, this is what he said. One moment, please. Oh. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. If I have sound, guys, and if y'all can let me know, that would be great. I put you up here, Christopher. We act like we got the captions on. Okay.
There's a measles outbreak in Texas at the moment in which a child is reported to have died. Do you have concerns about that? And have you asked Secretary Kennedy to look into that?
Well, why don't we, Bobby, do you want to speak on that?
We are following the measles epidemic every day.
He said, Bobby. They like, Donald Trump, like, don't ask me, President Trump. Y'all president, did y'all watch y'all's president last night? He said, don't ask me. Ask Bobby. Bobby. He called him by his nickname. Bobby. Okay. I'm going to let it play.
Do you have concerns about that? And have you asked Secretary Kennedy to look into that?
Well, why don't we, Bobby, do you want to speak on that?
We are following the measles epidemic every day. I think there's 124 people who have contracted measles at this point, mainly in Gaines County, Texas. Mainly, we're told, in the Mennonite community. There are 2 people who have died, but we're watching it, and there are about 20 people hospitalized, mainly for quarantine. We're watching it. We put out a post on it yesterday, and we're going to continue to follow it. Incidentally, there have been 4 measles outbreaks this year. In this country last year, there were 16. So it's not unusual. We have measles outbreaks every year.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news.
Yeah. He say we have measles outbreaks every year. Did y'all know the measles was out there? It was every year? I didn't know it was going on every year. All right. So what we're going to do next is, hold on, let me do this. I've done this before I got started. Okay, just a second, y'all. Okay. There we go. Okay. This would be so much nicer if I had, okay. So, Bobby Kennedy, we listening to him. Y'all listening to him. He says that outbreaks happen every year. Do y'all think he would care a little bit more if it was like one of his kids? And I be wanting to know, when people tell other people stuff like that, because I be honest with y'all, you know, about how I handle myself as a pharmacist and with my roommate, and even with myself, with my own health. I sometimes don't be making the best decisions, or I can't think in the moment because I'm like, I become like just a person, not like a pharmacist and a drug specialist and somebody in healthcare who knows better. I'm thinking as myself, I represent myself, and I'm like, do I want to do this? Because I ain't gonna lie, people, I got this joke I always tell when people come in, they come to get a vaccine, they're like, is it gonna hurt? And I always say, it's not gonna hurt me. They be like, and I'm like, yeah, gonna stick them. Like, it ain't gonna hurt me, but I can stick you all day. I gotta stick me. I'm gonna think twice. I'm gonna do it because I ain't scared and I know better. But it's like, it's me, but I know better. So I can see how, everybody, people in their daily life, how they you could, be scared. So let's go. What else I want to tell y'all? I had something else. Okay, what's the holdback? Why don't people want to get why don't you want to get these vaccines? Why y'all don't want to get them? This how you be doing when you be stalling by time because I can't find my other thing I have. Okay. I lost. Okay, so let's hear from the Texas. I can't find none. I got too many screens open tonight. She doing too much. All right, let's hear them. Are we supposed to be like not watching MSNBC or something? Because I mean, they be having stuff on there that I need to hear. That y'all need to hear. Y'all don't be knowing, man. Here we are.
Documentary.
Yeah, I'm aware there was a measles outbreak, but I didn't have anything, I had nothing to do with people not vaccinating in Samoa.
He lying. This was a couple of years ago. He lying on this part. He had a lot to do with it. Because let's people are, it's certain people that people are gonna listen to, right? Whether you are expert in the field or not, or because you're affiliated with somebody else and they kind of their reputation kind of rubs off on you, right? So he's a Kennedy. People are listening to him for whatever reason. He ain't never done nothing, but they listening to him. When people come in the pharmacy and the technicians, a lot of them been working there as long as I've been working there. They know a lot of my job. They don't know my job. They think they do, but they don't know my job. Okay. But the technicians will answer the question, whatever it is, right? And then they tell them 3 or 4 times. I hear them telling them. They're right. I'm listening. Because they're telling them the right thing. Then they say, Nastasha, can you come talk to this man? I said, what's going on? So then I go over and I talk to him. And I give them, I don't know what they said. I just heard them going back and forth. I say the answer. I tell them the answer. And they say, well, okay. And then they walk away. And the technician says, I told them the same thing. They don't want to hear from you. They want to hear from a white coat. So it's certain people they listen to. This man saying that, he had nothing to do with these people vaccinating or not, especially during COVID, especially with him and his partner, his homeboy, the president, the current president, who wasn't the president at the time, who is the president again right now. He had a lot to do with this. So he's lying. Bobby, be honest. Let's go back a little bit. Because I was talking. He hasn't said anything but that he ain't have nothing to do with it, which was a lie. RPG, what's up? Welcome to the chat. I am thinking this thing wasn't even working for a second there. Thank you. Thank you for entering the chat tonight.
With people not vaccinating in Samoa, I never told anybody not to vaccinate. I didn't, go there.
Where's Samoa? Is that Hawaii somewhere? I just know there's Girl Scout cookies.
For any reason to do with that.
One News has learned of a high-level anti-vax meeting just before this deadly measles outbreak, a meeting between vaccination critic Robert Kennedy Jr. and anti-vax blogger Taylor Winterstein.
That right there is a guy charged with monitoring this new measles outbreak here in the U.S. after the first death in a decade from a disease once considered eradicated.
Okay.
Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago?
Oh, hold on.
Dr. Peter Hotez, the co-director of the Center for Vaccine Development at Texas Children's Hospital, also a dean of the National College of Tropical Medicine at Baylor College, author of The Deadly Rise of Anti-Science, a Scientist's Warning, and he joins me now. Doctor, it's great to have you. It's under terrible circumstances. You have been working on vaccines, battling vaccine disinformation, and warning about it in Texas, specifically where you live and work, for over a decade now. What's your reaction to all this?
Yeah, this is heartbreaking, Chris. I mean, this is a school-age child who was unvaccinated. This child did not have to lose his or her life. And the problem is we're still...
Hold up. Let's take a pause for a minute. We can hold off on a second. Regulators, y'all in the chat. Get in here. Mount up. Okay, y'all, now, this is what I like to, okay, engage with me. Here we go. RPG's coming in with the flames. He says, the lies. That man is nasty AF. That man being RFK J. Element P. Drinking unpasteurized milk. What is that? Where you even get that from? Like, is it clabber? I can't stand this stuff like that. Okay. And it's like he keeps wiping his nose with his hand, and just I feel like he touches all over places. I feel like he could have a little spit in his hands. His hands probably clammy. And his voice sounds like he's always sick. Evidently, that's just how he talks. I don't know. It sounds a little shaky to me. It sounds a little breathy, wheezy, mucusy. Okay. But that's just to my ear. That's a trained ear. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. KT Pretty Brown Eyes. What's up? KT. So did you see Florida has its first case and the principal told the parents the exposure risk is low, but now the school hosting the free immunization clinic? I told you that's why I was like, man, let's go and order them up. We ready for whenever y'all start coming in there. But the place where we at, they love vaccines. They like, what can I get? We have so many people that's like 70 years old, like, hey, do y'all have MMR? It's like, yeah, it's not for you, buddy. Come on, cut it out. They say low risk, but now the school hosting a free immunization clinic. I'm gonna find that too. And why? I mean, y'all, especially in the public school. Especially in the public school. I'm going to just say that now. You got bubble child. You don't want them to get vaccinated. You got to keep them in the house in a bubble. That's to protect bubble child, and that's to protect us from bubble child. Because if bubble child going places without outside of their bubble and they getting all these illnesses, because they're going to get it. Okay? Because most of the time, I'm going to say this, and I'm kind of a little bit, I don't know what I want to say about myself. As far as like the germs, okay, you got your child, no vaccines, right? Most of the time, these children that are unvaccinated, they don't go to daycare, which is good. You know, I didn't go to daycare growing up. I went to my grandma's house, but it was other kids up there. You know, my child had to go to daycare a little early. These grandmas ain't what they used to be now, but they go drop them off at daycare for you and they will pick them up. But you know, they just ain't like they used to be. They ain't keep all them kids at their house because they still going places, and with granddad and all that, the children be with, maybe with them, but most of the time you got to find somewhere to pay to send these children these days, and these new grandparents. Anyway, so the child is at home in a bubble. Okay. They're not going to always be in there. At some point, they're going to come outside, okay? So if you got a nanny coming to your house to keep your baby and you don't want your baby to get vaccinated, is the child going to school? I'm just wondering. Are they going to go out to school? Can they go out to the grocery store? Can they go outside? Can the kids go outside? Or you just go keep them over there in the house like this is a secret baby or something? I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. But and then if the child is just at the house, y'all people who are experiencing this, maybe y'all need to get a chat and let me know. You keep your child. You don't get your child vaccinated. You don't do that for whatever your reason is. Your reason is your reason because that's your baby, your child. Do what you want with it. And then they don't go to daycare. They don't go to school. They just at the house. And when they come outside, you finally let them out. They got the flu. They got pneumonia. They got COVID. They got measles. They got mumps. They got all this stuff. Or you think you're going to travel to a foreign country. Or even if it's a foreign country, if not a foreign country, it could be a U.S. territory. And you still take your child in an airport, on a plane, flying over to somewhere over there, exposing them still. I know a lot of y'all thinking because, I breastfed my child, then they got my immunity. That's the only laugh for so long. I'm going to tell you it. Yeah, okay, whatever. And did you get your shots? Because most of the time, it's generational stuff. These people, you of a certain, your parents of this religion, you of this religion. They raise you the same way you trying to raise your baby. But a lot of this stuff supposed to be eradicated. Measles wasn't around at our age when we was growing up. So you weren't very likely to get it. Now, somebody else who didn't get their child immunized, vaccinated with this particular vaccine or any vaccine, 959 kids got it in Texas. I'm just saying, it only takes one. Is there one child? It's low risk. Okay. Let me know, because that COVID was spread like wildfire, and this is more contagious. Do y'all hear me? Y'all don't hear me. This is more contagious. Y'all walking around mask on. I still wear a mask. I wear it at work. When I gotta do vaccines and we gotta go into that immunization room with these people, I'm putting a mask on, okay? Because I don't want you breathing on me. I mean, they tell us to do that too. Yeah, some of y'all don't be doing right, but I do. Because I'm like, I don't want no measles. I don't even know what that is. And I had chicken pox. I had chicken pox all over. They like, that's rare to see it there. I had chicken pox. I remember chicken pox. I still got something. You know how that chicken pox leave a scar. They'd be there for life. And people like, oh, look at monkey pox. I'm like, that look like chicken pox. They like, y'all had that? Yes, we did. Yes, we had chicken pox. Y'all here? Let me tell y'all my chicken pox story. Then I'm gonna go back and play this video. I had chicken pox in the 5th grade. Evidently, they said I had it before that, but I don't remember that. But I remember having chicken pox in the 5th grade. And like somebody in my class had got it. My mama said, my mom was teaching at school. Yeah, I had a lot of crazy stuff. My mom teaching at school. So this was my god brother. He had chicken pox. And somebody else in my class got it. And I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get it because I had chicken pox before. You know, that's what they tell you. So it was probably like 2nd day, 3rd day, people had chicken pox, you know. And then I saw a bump on my arm. I was like, I told my mom I had chicken pox. I said, Mom, I got chicken pox. I remember telling her this. And she was like, no, you don't. Mom told me I ain't got chicken pox. I'm like, I got chicken pox. Oh, I got it. I got chicken pox. I know I had chicken pox. I'm like, I got chicken pox, Mom. She's like, no, you don't. Be quiet. I ain't go back to class. Like everybody in my class had it anyway. So about a couple hours later, school was getting ready to be out. And I was like, I got chicken pox. Like this bump, that one bump, I scratched. I still have the mark on like right inside my arm right here, right now. And I was like, this is chicken pox. Like, I know this is chicken pox. And then by that time, I had like a couple more bumps. If y'all remember having chicken pox, it was like, it spread like wildfire. So this is so crazy. And my godmother, she's working in school too. And so my godbrother had, but this particular day, for some reason, I was riding home from school. I was with my godmother. So I'm sleeping in the backseat of her car. And so the sun was shining on me. Like their sun was like, the sun was on me. I didn't realize that when I went to sleep in the backseat of her car. And when I woke up, when I tell you I look like a spotted leopard all on this side of my face, I was like, my face felt crazy. Like I didn't look at it. And then my godmother was like, oh my God, she got it. Oh my God. I was like, I called my mom. I'm at the house. I said, Mom, I have chicken pox. She told me to stop saying it. My mom is crazy, y'all. She like, you don't, if you don't say it, it's gonna go away. It's not, I got it. I got chicken pox. I got chicken pox. It got so bad. Yes. He said 959. It was 159. That's all. Sign me up for it. Yeah, don't sign me up for this though. I'm a germaphobe. Yes. Yes. KT. Yes. I had chicken pox all in my mouth and hair. I had it from head to toe. My folks them to lock me in my room, but I still pass it to family. Y'all, they welcome. That's how they doing now anyway with these pox parties. That's what I was talking about. It's like one person get it, they like, okay, they got it. Then we need to go on, all set up at NAllen house and bring the kids so they can get, so my child can get it too. One moment, please. This kid don't be acting right. I hope my stuff don't mess up again because last time she did that, she came here. Yes, I had all in my mouth too, on the inside of my hands, on the inside of the inside. It was like, what is this? That mom went on, took me to the doctor. It was looking too bad to her. You know, they usually be like, put you in a tub and oatmeal bath and all that stuff. Man, I was using that kind of stuff because I used to get poison ivy all the time too. So I was like, oh my God, this is disgusting. Yes. So I had it like that too. A pox party, no invite. That's how they be doing. That's how they do, y'all. And they think that that's going to do it. Now, they think that they are in control of that. You're not in control of that situation. If y'all, 6 of my friends, whoever, bring their child over here to come get, chicken pox from my little roommate here, that ain't control. You know what is control? That it's a live virus, live vaccine. You could get the vaccine. That's in your control. You ain't getting a full-blown live thing. You getting like a little, little heat attenuated, little, heat killed. It's not the real deal like that. So, drop the pox parties. You like, nah, I ain't gonna give my child a chicken pox vaccine. I ain't gonna give my child a measles vaccine. I'm gonna go get them the measles. Like, come on. Come on, y'all. Come on. I do that too. I be like, no, I don't want to get a child a shot. I don't want nothing. Nobody want nothing to be wrong. And you don't want to be responsible for something happening to your child because of some vaccine. But you're going to go ahead and give them the whole virus? Let them go get it from a friend? Like, you going to give it to them like that? Okay, this things don't always go well, She says, KT says, yup, oatmeal bath and calamine lotion, no meds. That calamine lotion don't do nothing, y'all. It don't do nothing. It don't do nothing, but it ain't even for us, okay? It's just pink and it's just there. You need hydrocortisone, okay? Now that's gonna do it. But that calamine lotion, they rub you just be looking like, what they say, cremation number 5. You be looking casket ready with that old pale pink stuff on your skin, on the melanin, it don't be looking right. No, that ain't doing nothing. You just gotta, don't scratch. Okay? Now I'm gonna bring the video back up for y'all. So yeah, the pox parties, I guess I don't know if they're doing it for measles or not, because measles was supposed to be eradicated. But I got another side story. I'm gonna get to it. Y'all know what we're talking about tonight. Y'all need to get these vaccines. And they're like, yes, this is coming from a healthcare provider. Yes, get them. I'm saying it. Yeah. This is, this is information, because we don't want to be putting misinformation out there. Okay, we don't want to do that. But I forgot I was going to tell a story about that. But anyways, give enough story time. I'm going to tell y'all some more stories, but not right now, because I forgot what I was going to say. What was I about to say? Okay, I just press play right now.
In the early stages of this is a very large and dangerous measles epidemic. The reported number of cases is over 100, 124. It's now spilling over into the adjacent county in New Mexico. Possibly it'll go up into Oklahoma. This is still in the early stages, because remember, the measles incubation period is 2 weeks. So this is what we're hearing about now, but we're going to have to.
Oh, I want to tell y'all this too, because for those who like the pox parties as well, measles, the way measles is, y'all, the way it works, 4 days before you start showing the symptoms of like the rash, 4 days before you get the fever, before you get the rash, before it's like, oh my goodness, you have measles, you already been contagious 4 days. So whoever you came in contact with those 4 days prior to starting to show the symptoms, the rash, the fever, the whatever cold type symptoms, whatever go with that. I had to research measles for real, because I really have not ever seen this in real life. So, and I never had it. I don't know. I'm like, what is measles? What is mumps? I had to really look this up, because I haven't seen it, because it's supposed to be gone. It's like, we shouldn't be getting this right now. Just like children born, I don't know. I know this one's born in like the late 90s, early 2000s up to now. They shouldn't get chickenpox because there's a varicella vaccine. People our age, or people in the world right now should not be getting measles because there's a measles vaccine. Like, I've never seen measles, right? So 4 days before you start to display the rash, before you even start showing or feeling like you're sick, you already been contagious 4 days. Guess what? After you got the rash and your rash starting to go away, 4 more days after that, you still contagious. That means when you out here coughing, you out here sneezing, you out here touching stuff and just touching stuff. COVID, you had to have. They have a measles outbreak. We're gonna have to be quarantined for real, like for real, because 2 hours. I'm not talking about just wearing masks. I'm talking about masks and gloves. Because you cannot touch these surfaces, then what y'all doing or what these kids doing, putting their hands in their mouth, you rubbing your eyes. I'm rubbing my eyes all the time. I got dry eyes, probably sometimes. But dry, you touch it, opening your mucous membranes and these surfaces of your body where you can get other stuff. You can get it. It's more contagious than COVID. I'm going to put that on the banner. I'm going to put that in the banner, but I'm going to play this right now. It's so crazy, y'all. Like, why we even got to be putting up with this right now? Why we even got to think about this? Because you don't have to vaccinate your child. You don't. You don't have to get vaccines yourself. But you don't need to be traveling either and go and get stuff and bringing it back because I don't want it.
To wait 2 weeks to see what the next crop is. So this is likely hundreds of cases. A lot of them are not going diagnosed. Kids are piling into the hospital, and the worst nightmare of all, having a measles death. 20% of kids with measles in the United States require hospitalization, Chris, and they don't do it for quarantine. They do it for measles pneumonia, which is a giant cell pneumonia, which is a life-threatening infection. They do it for measles diarrhea, which causes acute dehydration. They do it for measles encephalitis, which is life-threatening. They do it. They're hospitalized for deafness resulting from measles otitis, ear infection, and hospitalization. This is a bad actor, and I'm really concerned that this thing is continuing to accelerate and expand.
You know, one of the things we've seen in Texas, we have this chart of the sort of exemptions from vaccination, personal belief exemptions over time. You can see them just skyrocket up, obviously. And when you get below that 95% herd immunity, that's where, you know, the outbreak here in this case started in the Mennonite community. They don't have a theological objection, I should note, to vaccination. But because it's a community where people don't go to public schools, they're not.
He said they don't have like a theological, is that what he said, reason for not getting it? So it's like, but they got their own schools, they got their own community. But somebody evidently stepped outside the community to go get this and bring it back.
Running into the vaccine requirements, there's low vaccination rates. And it just strikes me that, like, this is why herd immunity is so important, right? Because if you have herd immunity, then if you have a small religious community that's sort of outside of the public school system, they're protected by everyone else's herd immunity.
Well, it's starting in a small religious community that really has no prohibitions against vaccinations. I mean, what's happening is in Texas, we have a very aggressive, predatory anti-vaccine lobby that actually receives PAC money, political action committee money, to do their work. And that really concerns me. And so even though it's starting in the Mennonite community, it's expanding pretty rapidly, I think, into other parts of West Texas where vaccination rates are also low. And you know, it's the parents themselves are in some ways victims. Because they were.
This is a side note. The way they giving them shots, boy, they hard on them, man. They handling them kids and them people real rough. I don't do y'all like that when y'all coming out getting shot.
Are targeted by anti-vaccine activists for this purpose.
We obviously have an anti-vaxxer now who is the head of HHS. And there's three headlines I saw today. HHS halts oral COVID vaccine trial. Kennedy has paused a multi-million-dollar contract from the Biden administration to create a new COVID-19 vaccine that can be taken orally. So for folks that don't like shots, and there's some evidence to suggest shots are actually a fairly...
This is not, I think this is from what? Because, you know, Bobby, this is from 7 days ago. So Bobby, you know, he backpedaled a lot last night. Well, Trump did. Somebody did the other day. I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit this. He's backpedaling now. He's saying that he's having a call to action. Now he looking scared. It's like, hold up now. These numbers still going up. Yesterday I said, they getting COVID every day. I mean, not COVID. They get measles every day. Now it's like, okay, some more getting them. It's a lot more getting them. Now it's not just in Texas. Now it's over here and over there and everywhere. So you might want to take this a little bit seriously. You might want to sit down, Bobby. Let them get you some, research. Talk to the doctors. Now you're saying, oh, it's the parents' choice. It's been the parents' choice. But the parents, some of them are listening to you for whatever reason. I don't know.
Big impediment. They've paused that. Bloomberg today, Trump team weighs pulling funds for Moderna bird flu vaccine.
What?
Part of a government push to examine spending on RNA-based vaccines. That contract's already signed. It's unclear they could take the money back, but that's happening. And then,
speaking of bird flu, I had the swine flu back in the day when the swine flu was out. I told you I did. I had lost like about 15 pounds in like 2 days. I was so happy about that. But this is just a side note. Y'all know whenever you come to get vaccines, we always ask if you have an allergy to eggs because they be using to make the vaccines. That's just something to think about along with the price of eggs and the availability of eggs on the shelf. Continue.
this last one, FDA flu shot meeting canceled.
Cancel.
Food and Drug Administration Vaccine Advisory Committee meeting scheduled for March to select the strains be included in next season's flu shot has been canceled, a panel member said Wednesday.
Wait. Oh. Now why they did that? I needed to get the rest of that. Well, did I do that? I guess that was the end. That was crazy. Did y'all know that? I didn't know they canceled all that. Man, listen. Now they say Trump coming for your Social Security. Ooh, y'all, what y'all? How we gonna make it? How this gonna go? How's this gonna go, chat? Ooh, they do. It's some of these things. Some comments, you guys are making excellent comments in the chat. You know, some of them I can't pull up, but y'all know. Y'all know how I feel. So yes, Bobby's walking it back. He's gonna do it a little backpedaling. He's doing backpedaling. He says this is a call to action. Okay, did I pull that out? Let me see. This is what. Okay, so here we go. We got plenty more stuff. Okay, so many things to look at and talk about. They treat us different. They do. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. You know, who do they think we are? We know experiments out here. Sometimes, you know, okay, I can't speak freely, but yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. Let's see. The next thing is I'm going to talk about what Bobby said when Bobby started walking back. Bobby had to walk back what he said. Surprise, Bobby. Bobby started out tonight's stream saying that people, you know, it's been a measles outbreak every year. Like, well, what's the big deal? Even though coughing and doing all the stuff right now. Now, a few days later, March 2nd, Bobby has a different statement. Bobby says, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he says, measles outbreak is a call to action. Ooh. Good Anna in the background, y'all can see. Call to action for all of us. What do they think? You know this what I was thinking. I was thinking this in my head. That's what I was thinking in my head. I had this exact thought in my head. What do they think we are? That woman sells all over the world and out of space and in the ocean. They send those cells everywhere. They use those cells to create the vaccine, the measles vaccine. They are using those cells still everywhere on everything, any kind of scientific progress. I don't know what the word is. Breakthrough. Them cells there, the healer, they there. Okay. I kind of got sidetracked because I was like, I was thinking it in my head. Still. This is a round of applause for that. Yes. They're everywhere. Don't test on me though. I got measles vaccine. Yeah, I was scared of the flu shot for my child. I got it myself though. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I ain't always getting these shots. I didn't always get them. A lot of them I started getting. Well, I got the childhood vaccines and my mama got me them, But the flu shot and all that stuff, I started taking the flu shot after I got the swine flu. I had the swine flu. I never used to get sick. I'm like, I'm a vampire. I don't get sick. Like nothing happens to me. And I don't know. Somebody, I heard, you be reading that stuff on YouTube. I'm like, because I got O type blood, I really don't get sick like that. I don't. So I'm like, I got the flu. Like, I'm like, I got it. I got the flu. Like, I had to sit down. Like, I can go to class. I was sick. Like, and I'm like, I'll never be sick like that. What is this? I had the flu. I had it. I'm like, man, I ain't never had a flu. People used to be sick at school. My little roommate, she's the same way. She crazy like me. Like, I don't never get to throw up at school. I don't never get to check out early. I used to be wanting to leave school. Man. My sister, my middle sister now. My baby sister, the other one being in chat, she miss school all the time. But when my other sister, we never miss school. She got 12 years perfect attendance. Like, straight up, she did. Like, she got an award from, like, I don't know, the governor, somebody. I don't know. She we never missed school. I'm like, man, I'm never going to get sick at school. I never used to be sick. But then when I got the flu, I was like, oh, my God, this is the flu. I have it. I got it. And then I get my shot every year since then because I'm like, man, being sick like that ain't really fun. That ain't fun. You do get to lose weight with nothing because you don't be hungry. You just be like, Lord, take me now. But it's like, okay. So, and it was bad. For me to be like, I can't do nothing. I need to sit down somewhere. Yes. RPG said never got the flu shot. But used to pray I got sick enough to leave. Me too. I never used to get sick. People used to be throwing up at school. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't coughing. I ain't sneezing. Then when I had the chicken pox, it was on Friday when I started getting it. I was like, I got chicken pox. She was like, no, you don't. So it's crazy. So anyway, back to this. Yeah. Okay, so MMR vaccine is crucial to avoid, potentially deadly disease. Let's get into it. Who is this? Measles outbreak spreading across the U.S. Explains outbreak spreading. Y'all want to watch this video? I'll read this. As the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, I'm speaking as Bobby. This is Bobby's voice. I am deeply concerned about the recent. How do I keep doing that? Sorry, y'all. I am deeply concerned about the recent measles outbreak. This situation has escalated rapidly, with the Texas Department of State Health Services reporting 146 confirmed cases since late January 2025, primarily in the South Plains region. Tragically, this outbreak has claimed the life of a school-aged child, the first measles-related fatality in the United States in over a decade. Vaccines not only protect, they don't want me to read this. Hold on. Okay. Vaccines not only protect individual children from measles, but also contribute to community immunity, protecting those who are unable to be vaccinated due to medical reasons. It's like, but sit down, no. Still sit down somewhere. Measles is a highly contagious respiratory illness with certain health risks, especially to unvaccinated individuals. The virus spreads through direct contact with infectious droplets when an infected person breathes, coughs, or sneezes. Sometimes talking, because some people, when they talk, droplets, also known as spit, comes out of their mouth, okay? And it's just fine particles that we can't even see. Early symptoms include high fever, cough, runny nose, and red watery eyes, followed by a characteristic body rash. By the time you see that rash, it's already too late. It's already too late. Most cases are mild, but rare complications can be severe, including pneumonia, blindness, and encephalitis. Prior to the introduction of the vaccine in the 1960s, virtually every child in the United States contracted measles. You're gonna get it, just like chickenpox. At the time, not now. For example, in the United States from 1953 to 1962, on average, there were 530,217 confirmed cases and 440 deaths, a case fatality rate of 1 in 1,200 cases. I'm crazy. What? Okay, continue to spread. The current Texas outbreak has predominantly affected children, with 116 of the 146 cases occurring in individuals under 18 years of age. The DSHS reports that 79 of the confirmed cases involve individuals who had not received the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, while 62 cases had unknown vaccine status. At least 5 had received an MMR vaccine. Now, I already know what y'all gonna say. Y'all gonna say, well, 5 children got it. 5 kids still got it, even though they got the vaccine. So why? So should we still get the vaccine? Now, when we think about those 5 kids who got it, who got the vaccine, first of all, did they get the vaccine still? We still don't know. Because some people, they be like, it's like, why you lie about that? But they will lie about that. Oh, I already had it. Yeah, Johnny got his, he already got his vaccine. And he still got the measles. Okay, we don't know if they got it for real. And then another thing you got to consider, was anything wrong with the one he got, if they got it now? Okay, when I say something wrong, was it expired? Was it, something broke in the cold chain, getting it from this place to that place? It could be like just inactive, Did they leave it out too long? The person giving the vaccine, did they give them measles vaccine? Because, every time you go give somebody a vaccine, like, you here for this, right? You here for shingles vaccine? They're like, no, I said RSV. You'd be like, oh, dang, let me go back and get the RSV. So, it's all this kind of human error, right? We got to think about that too. So, but the 5 people got the vaccine and still got the measles. I'm going to say allegedly, because it's just some other things we need to think about. I'm just, in those 5. Don't say I ain't tell you. I'm going to tell y'all the whole truth, okay? Let me see. Because I really be like, hey, Mr. Jones. Yeah, what's your date of birth? Okay, this him. I'm looking at the tablet. Okay, okay, you here to get the whatever vaccine? I'll be just talking and I don't be looking. They be like, no, I need to get the COVID booster. It's like, you already got this. Hold on, and brought out the wrong shot. Let me go back up in here. I'll be right back. Give me just a second. In one moment, please. The current Texas outbreak has predominantly affected. Did I read that? Oh, that's not what the vaccine looked like. Okay. It looked like we on that other picture we had earlier. In response to this outbreak, I have directed the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Administration for Strategic Preparedness and Response to work closely with the Texas health authorities to provide a comprehensive report. I had got accepted to y'all gonna know my whole life in a minute. A research program one summer in North Texas. I ain't go though because I had to stay in Baton Rouge because I had a new boyfriend at the time. I didn't want to leave. I'd be so crazy. Well, you don't know where life gonna take me. Okay. HHS efforts include offering technical assistance, laboratory support, vaccines, and therapeutic medications as needed. This is a virus, okay? MMR, Measles is a virus. What does that mean? We don't have no antibiotics we can give you to treat that because you can't treat the virus. I mean, you can treat the symptoms. That's all they can do. But it ain't nothing like you go get some amoxicillin that's going to cure it. No, it ain't. The CDC is in continuous communication with Texas. I was at Texas Health and Sciences Center. That's why I was going to be. I ain't going. I went to Texas health officials ensuring a coordinated and effective response to contain the outbreak. I have spoken with Governor Greg Abbott and Texas officials, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they already talked about it. Oh, I have also spoken to the bereaved parents of the deceased child to offer consolation. Okay, what they say? As healthcare providers, community leaders, y'all, and policymakers, we have a shared responsibility to protect public health. Yes, we do. This includes ensuring that accurate information about vaccine safety and efficacy is disseminated. We must engage with communities to understand their concerns, provide culturally competent education, and make vaccines readily accessible for all those who want them. Yes. 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 Bruh. They showing pictures like this, y'all gonna be running out of there. Y'all don't want to get them shots like that. They trying to make me sign in or something. I'm not signing in. Okay? Fox. It's also our responsibility to provide up-to-date guidance on available therapeutic medications. While there's no approved antiviral for those who might be infected, told y'all, CDC has recently updated their recommendations supporting the administration of vitamin A. Here we go with this. Under the supervision of a physician for those with mild, moderate, and severe infection. This it right here. This what y'all, let me get this chicken nuggets just want to come up here. What is response right now? Y'all, here we go with this vitamin A stuff. What was I watching recently? I was watching something recently. What was I watching? I really, it's like on the tip of my tongue. I was watching, what's the chick name? It's a show, it's on Netflix. Give me a sec, because I can't think of it. About the lady, she was pretending like she was some kind of health guru, and she was copying off this other lady, and she had all these recipes, and people stopped going to get like people who had like cancer, because the lady, she had cancer. One of them was pretending to have brain cancer, but she was the one that she started this website, this app, and all that, and these foods for health and all that kind of stuff, and getting these colon cleanses and eating healthy, and people like stopped their chemo and all that kind of other treatment and stuff, and a lot of people died. What's the name of that? I just watched it. Somebody told me to watch it. Nina Simone. What's the name of the show if you're in the chat, man? What's the name of that show? What's her name? What's her name? It was good. But it was crazy how people were like, they were like, use all this vitamin A. I understand, you want to be, I don't know. It's like some of that stuff is like, okay, you can't juice your way out of this. What is the name of this show? And this lady now, I don't know where she was from. Y'all gotta give me a second here. Excuse me. Apple Cider. That's the name of it. It's like a mini series. It's a couple episodes. It says the overview. This is what it's about. 2 young women advocate for wellness remedies to cure deadly illnesses, unraveling their lives as they unknowingly and knowingly misled the world. That chick one of them didn't even have cancer. And then the other one didn't, I had the wrong one. I meant to hit this one. And the other one, she had it, then she started kind of treating herself. And then her mama got cancer and she died before her. And, the other chick, she ended up dying too anyway. But yeah, people will be lying. You do. People do. They do. They want to believe in something. Yeah, they do. They do. And they be desperate. And, you got to start like, people like F their chemo because they like to take them down. They want to have good quality of life, but, instead of adding life, It's quality over quantity sometimes. It's sad that you got to choose. It's a whole big deal, you know. It's stressful. Them people be needing therapy too, you know. But this chick, she was crazy. One of them was lying. She didn't have no cancer. She didn't have it. So it's like, girl. Then she's talking about she had a dream and she got up in the middle of the night. I don't know if she drunk apple cider vinegar and pulled a tapeworm out of her nose. She say, it was weird. It was weird, but it was good. And this happened. And she got money. Book deal, all kind of stuff. The app was laid out nice. I ain't gonna lie. She really was good at that. But she was lying. She was lying about having a health condition and taking money from people and just being crazy. She's being crazy. And she got obsessed with that other chick, to me. Sometimes these women get obsessed with other women. What be wrong with y'all? Quit acting like me. You crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so let me get back to this article. Okay, so where was I, guys? Let me say this mess again. CDC. The CDC recommending this. I guess we can trust them. I'm gonna use my own professional judgment on this. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Okay? Which the choice is always yours. You pro-choice on the vaccinations, okay, and your treatment. That's your choice. Okay. CDC has recently updated their recommendation supporting the administration of vitamin A under the supervision of a physician for those with mild, moderate, and severe infection. Studies have found that vitamin A can dramatically reduce measles mortality. I'd like to see those studies. They should have put them down at the bottom. Parents play a pivotal role in safeguarding their children's health. They play the role. That's on you. All parents should consult with their healthcare providers to understand their options to get the MMR vaccine. They should have been doing this the whole time, Bobby, instead of you on here. You think you just talking, you're all willy-nilly just saying stuff all out here and never considering that people are actually taking your advice as medical advice. They're taking it. That's what they're doing. They like, this JFK nephew, he knows. Y'all. Come on, y'all. But also, excuse me, the decision to vaccinate is a personal one. Vaccines not only protect individual children from measles. How many times he gonna say community immunity? He liked it. Protecting those who are unable to be vaccinated due to medical reasons. Okay, what else? Why did they McDonald's is sponsoring Fox or what? Tens of thousands die with or of measles annually in 19th century America. By 1960, before the vaccines introduction, improvements in sanitation and nutrition had eliminated 98% of measles death. They was damn nasty out here, unkept in this world. This world was unkept. Okay. Like some of these people. Good nutrition remains a best defense. What? Good. What's going on? Somebody hacking my computer? I'm not doing it, am I? This mouse got a lot of buttons on it. I don't think I'm doing it though. Good nutrition remains a best defense against most chronic and infectious illnesses. Vitamins A, C, and D, and foods rich in vitamins B12, C, and E should be part of a balanced diet. Healthcare professionals on the front lines of this outbreak. Can y'all leave my computer alone? Whoever doing that. Can you stop for a second? Let me read the rest of this. Healthcare professionals on the front lines of this outbreak are working tirelessly to treat affected individuals and prevent further transmission. Their dedication and resilience are commendable, and they deserve unwavering support. Can we get some raises? We take raises too. I take money. It is essential that we provide them with the resources and the money and backing they need to continue their vital work. Okay? Preach. The measles outbreak in Texas is a call to action for all of us to reaffirm our commitment to public health by working together. Parents, healthcare providers, community leaders, and government officials, we can prevent future outbreaks and protect the health of our nation. Under my leadership, HHS is and will always be committed to radical transparency to regain the public's trust in its health agency. Okay. What am I doing? Was that the end? Yeah. Okay. For more information, there go the CDC right there. They say Bobby, he got it. He got it. Bobby had to go. Somebody had to talk to him behind the scenes because he came out like, and you be like that, when you first get the job and you're in a new place, just like, Elon came out fired up, which I don't even know after finding out that Elon is South African. He ain't even from here. He ain't even from down here. You come in, you got all your ideas. You like, yes, let's go. Let's do this. I got all kind of stuff I'm going to tell them people. And this is what they're going to do. And we're going to fix this. This is no problem. Piece of cake, piece of pie. No, it's not. No, it's not. Then they be want to fire all the people that was there when they got there. You need to keep some of them because you're going to need them to tell you how to run the system. Okay, as a pharmacist, we need to know what healthy looks like, right? And, we don't treat necessarily, but we do need to know like what drugs can be used to treat certain health conditions, right? When it's disease. When you come into a job, you need to know what it looks like, how it's running now. You need to know like the basis of this job now. You can't, fire everybody. It's like, okay, now what? We want to implement this. It's like, but no, they can't work like that because of this. And you're like, well, I want to do that. Just change that. It's like, no, you can't because it's like steps to this. It's levels to this. You can't just do that. We like your idea. We like where you're going. They tried that 7 years ago, but I like, that you think that this is new and that it's going to work and that it is good and that you fired everybody else who already was working here. How about let's get the people that's here to do what they're supposed to be doing. And let's work together and let's go from there. But don't come here trying to just fire everybody and you come in here like, yeah, what is measles? They got a measles outbreak every year. So what? It's like, hey, all right, this stuff works than COVID. And we saw how that went. You find all these people. You got real doctors and real scientists up there. Ian Allen could have been working up there. And now what? You don't know where to start. You just no, they're gonna have a choice in this. You decide. Yeah, they was always deciding. But I talked about this before. The steering, the stuff that I can't do when y'all come and ask me about what kind of insurance plan you got, is steering you one way or the other. Bobby, you were steering, but you didn't know you were steering. You were steering people to like not vaccinate because of what? You ain't got no children in school. Your grandkids probably old grown too. So you ain't really thinking about that. This ain't in your face. It's not something you deal with on day to day. These people are. They like, oh no, you don't need this vaccine. Yeah, enough of the kids had it when his kids were kids. Had the vaccine. Now, y'all stop getting it like I just ain't gonna get it. Like, and some of y'all don't even have no reason other than you just don't want to go down there. Y'all need to, let's do better in America. Okay. RPG says, I do believe in nutrition, but not the know-it-all, be-all. Right. It got to be a balance. Everything, it got to be a balance. It got to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and sometimes none of this and none of that. So, let's just make sure we know everything we need to know before we make these decisions. Like, okay, because I don't go in doctor with me. I'm like, so what now? What does that mean? Okay, then what? Is this gonna be all right after I do this? Okay, so what if it goes this way? I'm asking all the questions, all of them. Okay. RPG says he's hungry now for the vitamin A. He needs to take his peach back. What peach? What peach he got? Who took his peach? What you talking about, RPG? Yeah, he need to take his peach back. Oh. Yeah, let me see what we got here. What we got here? I want to get in a check. Come and talk to me. How can I see what I did with this poll? I really want to meet you. Can I talk to you? All right, so what does it say? How can I do this? Yeah. Let's see. Did I end that? Oh, I got 9 votes. Y'all be crazy, man. See it's right here. When I tell y'all do that right there, you see what I'm doing? Y'all do that right there. Just keep doing it. Y'all, this is how y'all gonna get people in chat. So yeah, so 88% of y'all say what? Yes, for public safety. Should vaccines be required to prevent outbreaks like measles? Yes, they should. Y'all say that. Okay. I mean, I don't want the measles. I don't want it. I don't want none of this stuff. Okay. That's how y'all do that right there. Y'all make me. I love this chat. Y'all so wonderful. Yeah, do that right there. Keep doing that till y'all get enough people in here. But I'm almost ready to shut it down now. Let me see what else I got on here. Is it true that the measles vaccine can cause autism? No. This myth started in what? The 1990s. Just FYI, y'all. That's what I got on here. Research have found no link between MMR vaccine and autism. Vaccines are rigorously tested for safety, okay? They're tested for safety, and they're made using chicken eggs, okay? So if you're allergic to eggs, if they ain't got no eggs on the shelf, if the eggs are 20, 50, how much are eggs? Because I ain't buying no eggs. The eggs in my refrigerator, they've been there for a minute. I don't know if they probably good. But y'all say the price of eggs going up. And it ain't because they getting rid of all the chickens and the birds. It's they making vaccines too. Let's see. That's why I got a few notes on here that it says what? Can the weather or the environment affect, the cases and the spread of measles? Environmental factors can influence the spread of measles. West Texas is dry climate, low humidity levels. It supports the extended survival of the virus. Strong winds can carry respiratory droplets over distances, facilitating transmission. It's a perfect storm. So what do we do moving forward? What do we do moving forward, guys? Stop coughing in your hands and wiping it on your clothes and stuff. I'm joking. People, consider. I can't tell you how to get vaccinated because I just feel like, I'm not your pharmacist and I don't want to have to keep saying that. Okay. Consider it. Okay. Let's educate ourselves on what's going on, what this stuff really is, what's in the vaccine. Don't believe everything you hear. What else? I think that's all I got. But y'all, do y'all have any questions, comments, corrections, suggestions, or complaints? Of course, we always open up the floor for, additional questions that don't necessarily have anything to do with the topic. So, but I'm not your pharmacist, so keep that in mind. So y'all can go ahead and get in this chat. Questions, corrections, comment, suggestions, or complaints. Okay? Let me do this right here because I always forget this. Not this time. Hold on. Y'all go ahead and entertain yourselves while I do this, okay? Hello? No more lies. Hello? What does it say? This says, thank you, Christopher Williams. sponsor and support of today's stream. And I think the last one too, Christopher. I ain't forget you now. Sometimes I, don't be acting right. Sometimes I do. What does it also say? A little tip here for you guys as well. Life is short. Haven't said this in a while. Keep your addictions, okay? Keep them. This is not me telling y'all to go out here and pick up some smoking habit or drinking or whatever kind of vices, that are available. But I'm just saying, live your life while you have a life to live. That's all I ever mean. We want people to be happy. People be just out here suffering in silence. It's like, for what? What are you doing this for? Stop doing that. You ain't got to do that. Be happy. Okay? Y'all have anything else y'all want to add to this stream? Let me see. Let's see about this Florida. Let's see if I can find that. This child in Florida. Anything else y'all got for me? Oops. Looking at myself right now. I thought I had another question too for the poll. Who even knows? I was going to put another poll up. But I haven't done too much. I changed this banner a couple times tonight. Try to keep up, keep it on track. When I change the topics, I change my banner. And I did a poll. And also, I did a target today. We had a little challenge. Thank you to Christopher Williams. He got me 2 out of the 5 things that I asked for tonight. We didn't quite meet the goal, but we still got time. We still have time. This is ongoing. Long as the stream on, the goal is still on. The game is on. Okay? Y'all want to challenge me? Y'all want to challenge Allen? Y'all want to ask me something about the measles? I crammed measles today. I did like a Cliff Notes version of measles research today. Let's see, child in Florida. That's measles is, I don't want to see it. That's from a year ago. What we got for tonight? Oh, this is a 45-second clip. How long was this one? Okay, here we go. It'd be like some of these kids, it's like, how he get measles? He just went out and got measles. He ain't even had to do that. Some of these children be looking for sickness like me. When I was trying to get out of school, I went every day. Then I was like, when I did get to be out of school, I'm like, man, I don't stay out with my grandma. That mother work you so much. You be like, I'm supposed to be at home sick, right? Can you get this? I'm like, this mother got me working. I might well be at school for this. Is it just me? I know I ain't the only one grew up like this. Maybe I am. What does it say? And RPG, tell me what you mean by he need to take his peach back. Let me play this. Y'all be looking at what I'm looking at in my history. Look at it.
Is back on campus a day after learning a fellow student tested positive for measles at Miami Palmetto Senior High. As for his parents' response,
they were a little freaked out about it for sure. It's fine because they know I got my vaccination, so they weren't too scared for me. They were more so scared for others.
Parents told us they learned about the measles case through a phone call from the principal yesterday. Tristan Carr is back on campus a day after learning a fellow student tested positive.
So this is not the student that tested positive. He's like, at the school. He the one that volunteered to talk.
For measles at Miami Palmetto Senior High. As for his parents' response,
they were a little freaked out about it for sure. It's fine because they know I got my vaccination, so they weren't too scared for me. They were more so scared for others.
Parents told us they learned about the measles case through a phone call from the principal yesterday.
With COVID here, flu here, and now measles, it is concerning that our kid could fall sick.
Yasmin Kazi's family is vaccinated, including her son Armand. School officials note federal regulations prevent them from identifying the sick student as well as the student's age and
they know who got it. They know.
Grade. There are other questions as well. School leaders would not say when the student tested positive for measles or whether that student was on campus yesterday. Tristan Carr is back on campus.
What y'all think? See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They already said this other child that I don't know if it's the one that passed or not, that they, traveling abroad, unvaccinated. And 9 million kids got it. Excuse me, y'all. It's like if the child they ain't saying that the child was at school. Now they know if the child, they know who got it. They know who got it. But they don't know that 4 days before he knew he got it, he was already spreading it. They don't know that. He could be a super spreader. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. 4 days after he started showing symptoms, they don't know he still was contagious. And I'm saying I don't know. It could be a girl. It don't matter. Trump says it can only be a boy or a girl. It can't be nothing else. Okay. But I don't know. They didn't say. But they know. And it's like, what? And it'd be like, even when you can't say nothing. It's like, children be sick. I be knowing who be sick. I've been working on the pharmacist. I'm like, I don't say nothing, of course. I do my job. I don't violate nobody's privacy. But I do be like, hey, wash your hands. You got sanitize with you. Stop touching everything out everywhere. What you don't be doing out of that school? Sit at your own desk. Like, I don't know. Cause and you can't make a mistake. These kids go back and tell folks you said something. So you can't mess up now. Yeah, I had told them that you said. Now why you don't tell them what I said that? I ain't telling you nothing else. Okay. You ain't think about anything else tonight, guys? Anything else y'all want to know about measles, mumps, rubella? I don't know what mumps is either. Somebody come up with the mumps, I'm gonna be through. I don't want to see none of this stuff. Now, best way, I guess it can die with Clorox and bleach and all that. You make sure y'all sanitizing y'all spaces. Stop touching all this stuff everywhere. Sit down somewhere. Get your vaccines if you have not gotten them. A lot of times to work in certain places, to go to school, you have to have these vaccines and proof of vaccination. Now, if you're 70 years old, y'all the main ones coming up in there trying to get the vaccines. Y'all don't need it. You can get it if you want it, but you don't need it. If you're born before 57, they ain't really just worry about you like that. Now, you need to get your RSV. You need to get that. You need to get shingles. You need to get pneumonia. You need to get COVID. You need to get flu. There's enough shots for you to get. Lady came the other day like, I need to get this, me and my husband. I'm like, y'all don't need that. Y'all just got it. We got it in October. Right. But it's 2025 now. It's like the new season hasn't started yet. This shot that's here now is still the same one. You already had that. You don't need that. Well, what can we get? That's where I work at. What can we get? What can we get? What can we get? Okay, what can we get? So, y'all be talking a little bit in the chat. I appreciate those of you who did come in here. I'm here, yeah. What is going on? Other than that, y'all, what I always say, LOVEYOU. Be careful out here in this world. Wash your hands and keep them to yourself. Stop touching all these surfaces. People are nasty. They're unkept. Okay. They cough in their hands. I yawned in my hand just now. Yawning could produce droplets as well. I do that all the time too. I like, because I be sleeping. But keep your hands to yourself. Unless you don't want to keep them to yourself. That ain't my business. Let me make sure I went through all my points about measles. And if y'all had any more questions, this is your last chance. Don't forget while you're here, guys, to like, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up or down. It don't matter to me. I think I hit all my points. The vaccine is available if you want it. Okay. It's a live vaccine, so you know how that is. You might feel a little something, but you ain't, it ain't like just go ahead and expose yourself to the real thing. You shouldn't want the whole thing all at once. Surprise, shocking your system like that. Just go ahead and get the little vaccine. Don't be going to these pox parties. That's not safe. I wouldn't recommend that at all. But people do what they want with their kids and their own self, themselves. Okay. So that's it, y'all. I was gonna come up with a new closing, but I didn't have time to do that either. But we did do a little upgrade to our stream, structure tonight. I kind of like it when I kind of did. We tweak it. Okay. Other than that, y'all, what do I always say? These prescriptions, they keep piling up. These phones, they never stop ringing. I'm going to catch y'all in the next episode. I'll be back real soon, okay? Good night. Bye.